As long as we can just get another late game run before we finish, I'll be pretty happy, but we'll see what that means even, or what that takes. Once when you were rolling through the illusory wall to get to Madeira, the game shoved you through the floor. Yeah, that actually happens. So you have to throw a firebomb at the wall, at any illusory wall, if you don't want to clip through the floor or the ceiling. It's possible that it can happen with any single illusory wall. It's probably like 1 in hundreds, but it will consistently keep happening to anyone that plays the game. I'm not sure if it's possible on console, but it's happened to me like 5 to 10 times maybe. It actually killed one of Faraz's no-hit runs in the DLC, I think, as well. You just have to throw an object at it. You can't walk through it normally. Just in case. Snag, thanks, man. If I didn't already say thank you to you, I might have. Why was there a reset, Ouija? I just got hit on Gundu. Unless you mean the last one. Second abhorrent beast in Chalice dungeons. I haven't actually done that before, but I've killed the NPC, which is like the same enemy, right? Same thing. But I think the Chalice dungeon one's harder. It's a pretty cool boss. Oh, why am I only one-handed? Nothing to do, really. Yeah, and I know very well everything that guy can do. Like, I know he can do that, but he shouldn't be able to attack before I've made it to him, right? Like, he was already doing something at like such an odd early timing that like it wouldn't make sense to assume that that would be possible, because like the way the AI works, it has to see you and hear you and stuff like that. And when it hears you, it doesn't attack, it just looks at you. So like there should be no reason he just threw an attack out that early. Proof would be that every other time I go there, even if he does the same attack, it never tracks in that spot, and he never does it that early. It's never happened before. So yeah, like I know all this stuff. It doesn't matter if you know it either. Like that's the problem. That's why sometimes not knowing is better, because then you just feel like you're bad and that you have a chance, but sometimes you don't have a chance, and knowing you don't is more frustrating. So my tip is don't play this game a lot and don't know everything. Or don't know a lot of things, because it's painful. Unless you want to have that responsibility of having to accept that if you do this, you know, you're just going to be subjected to a certain amount of that. That's really just not exciting. Ten out of 10. Oh, it's the truth though. I mean, like really, like consider heavily if you really want to put a lot of hours in this game. You can, but like with what you do with those hours, if you want to get into this stuff, like that's just there is downsides. Even if you are into the idea. Obviously, this is a particular route. Like that wouldn't be possible on a regular no-hit run, but I would argue the regular no-hit run's the most consistent, but just this is still... I've tried to make it pretty damn consistent, and that situation is consistent as well, but consistent doesn't mean perfect. I got stuck between Nameless King's fog wall and the boss room. Yeah, that happens. It's on YouTube? That's pretty funny, actually. Okay, so you did the... You tried to fight him with range? I've tried throwing fire bombs at him when I've gotten stuck in the fog gate. Dark Mick, what's up? Is there a way to replicate getting stuck in the fog gate? It just happens randomly. It has nothing to do with how you enter it. It's just a collision issue, I guess. Use bombs and great deep soul drags. Great deep soul drags. That's the name of a of a spell in this. Are those the things that chase you in the DLC when before you fall off that really big drop? Bet that you could find a way to kill them when you're stuck in the fog. If you had a bow, maybe. I don't know. R and G. R and G. Wait, are you assuming? Is that okay? I don't know. I don't know if you're joking or if that's serious, but technically it's like RNG, like the N is number. It's not like and. Just in case you didn't know. But that sounds kind of funny though. Use bombs and great. Okay, I read that already. Great soul drags. My bad. Yeah, great deep soul drags. That's funny. Don't play this game a lot and don't know a lot. Everything it's because it's painful. Yeah. Clearly you don't know how to say it properly. Well, like just in case you don't know what it stands for, like it's random number generator. It's like a algorithm kind of thing. RNG's reset and gaming. You gonna fix the title of it? That's okay. Using weapons instead of heal. Yeah, using heal to kill enemies in 2018 is possible. Modern science has proven you can do things that make no sense. Oh, that's so freaking annoying, dude. Thank you. Okay, it wasn't as bad as it could be. I've actually had that land on there and I couldn't get it, so. But if we're skipping Yoel's levels and possibly not getting every ember, just depending on how the situations go, I definitely need that bone. That bone is like the worth of 2 embers. Nagless, what's up? The miracle side of faith is a path many consider unnatural. Why skip Yoel's levels? Well, you only can get 1. And I don't need the 1 level anymore. I was using Yoel as of lately to just get enough decks for deacons, but I'm not going to do 12 decks on deacons now. Because it makes me have to rearrange the ordering of the segments later since my faith is lower than it should be. Which means that if I do deacons with less decks, I can have more damage on Dancer as well. And a little bit more on Walnir. I don't know if that's going to make a big difference, but it could in some situations. But yeah, I need like 57 faith. Gain more hollowing for more levels. Yeah, so that would actually count as that would invalidate the run if I got all the levels from Yoel, technically. Pseudo random, if anything. Procedural makes no sense here. What is the discussion? Procedurally generated. I don't know if it would be procedural. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not. It doesn't. I'm not a genius, so don't ask me. But it is set variables, complete randomization. Let me heal. Yeet. That's my one cool kid moment for the day. To combat that guy's fadeaway shot with the basket. Or whatever it is. I probably should have healed first, though. I tend to screw this part up a little bit. Fat, what's up? How are you doing? It's one hell of a flying dog. What does this chick give you that you actually need for the run? You kill her so you can get a key that costs 20,000 souls. So you save about 2 levels late game. Or basically get skulls for free and then get 1 level. But yeah, saves you quite a lot of souls. And you also need the talisman that's on the way to her, so you'd have to go down there anyways. Banana dog, pretty much, yeah. That's what it looks like right now. First attempt after a lot of practice, yep. You would die of not caring about the fall damage. I've done that before with caring about the fall damage. Like that fall it kills you if you don't do it particularly. And sometimes, like, even if you think you fell the right way, there's a rock that is sticking out that'll push you after you start falling, and then once that happens, it's pretty likely you're dead. So you gotta be very careful and have full health. Then there's times where the game you heal and the Estus doesn't actually replenish your health. And it's not because it's canceled by the fall, but you literally just, I don't know how this is possible, but it happened twice. Where I heal, I'm on flat ground, I'm still walking, I recover from the animation fully, and there's no health. It doesn't increase my health fully like it should. Or as much as it's supposed to. It just does like a little baby heal. It's like some sort of baby heal glitch. And then I had this animation where I'd landed safely, without obviously the proper amount of health, but I'd had like the baby heal glitch happen, so it thought I was alive still, and then it decided I was dead right after I landed. So like it was a super delayed landing where it didn't give me the death animation when I landed at first. Close to completing this? I've been close to completing this for like 3 weeks. I haven't gotten too much closer in that time, but either way, yeah, we're pretty close. Yesterday and today's gone okay so far. Ice, I'm doing pretty good. How are you, man? What's up? 6 pairs of socks go in laundry, 6 single socks come out. It's better than getting other people's socks randomly that left them behind or something. The creator of Baby Jumps, you can now get baby heals. So you're saying that the people that made DS2 actually did make this game then, and it's their fault. I would have never guessed. It was them the entire time. Okay, Woody jumps that last fall too. Yorm the Giant. It kills him sometimes even if it's not supposed to. Oh, you mean the spook one? Yeah, if you land in a particular spot, the collision on the rock at the bottom makes it calculates extra fall damage or fall distance. So it thinks that you fell from a lethal height instead because you landed but you're still sliding. And it does something really weird. I've had that happen on speedruns before. I've seen it happen to other people a lot. It's really stupid. Ali, thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Where do you get force? I started off with this. I'm not sure where you get it otherwise, though. You might have to buy it. Half of which are your warm winter socks. My socks are the same all year round. Should probably get better ones. Although, like, my feet don't really get cold, though. So. Oh, I don't have to... What am I doing? I should heal. I thought I was going to Sage for a second. That was bad. Yeah, you might... No, I'm pretty sure you can get Force somewhere else, though. Maybe from the lady I just rescued that's in that cave. She might sell it to you. Yeah, the spook one with the fall distance. Yeah, it's kind of silly. I think like most of the time it happens, you end up sliding a bit, right? You can buy Force from my arena. Okay, so yeah, that lady I talked to in the cave, you want to go talk to her and then get her to come back to Firelink, I guess. And that is the way. Okay, I don't like this guy's position. I hope he walked over the staircase. Okay, there we go. That's probably a good call. I don't think I would have made it. If that guy did the weapon art when I tried to roll past him, I think it would have got me through the staircase or something. I'm gonna wait. These guys might fall. Gory, what's up? How are you? You have 7 pairs of fuzzy socks. It's like so warm that you don't even have to wear shoes. You just wear socks outside in the snow. Well, I guess depending on where you live, but I'm sure if you're wearing fuzzy socks, it's probably cold, right? If you wait a bit at the stairs, they do fall. Like at the ladder. Yeah, they can sometimes fall on your head, though. So I can't wait too close, but... They'll fall if I wait at the bonfire, too. It probably is harder for them to get down there.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
14 months and then some? Where has the time gone, my dude?
Big Slick, thank you for the 14 months in a row. Plus the other amount of time that you had subbed before that as well, which soon enough will be reflected as a total as soon as they update the site, but I appreciate that, dude. How has everything been for you? I haven't actually really... I think you're here sometimes when I stream late, but like... How has everything been for you? How have your streams been and work and everything? Two-year sub badge and be sub for 14 months. Oh yeah, he does have the 2-year. Oh, maybe it is total now. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, I guess that I guess they've implemented that, unless it's a glitch. Does anybody else have a badge that's higher than their substreak? So it doesn't change the alert. I guess that would take more work for them to do it internally, but I thought it would make the alert they've subbed for this many months total instead of like streak-wise. It's been that for a while. It's because you missed one resub. Yeah, but usually if you miss it, it goes back, though. So maybe it glitched or something? I don't know. You had that one before 6 months. Yeah, it glitches for some people randomly. It's weird. Always end up having badges a month or two ahead of your months. Really? Yeah, I guess they're just inconsistent with like how it's displayed sometimes. I mean, I've seen people that are sub that the badge just disappears on certain days, or they have it and they're not sub. The total amount replaced the sub streak. Yeah, I guess not. Everybody's just getting weird badge glitches or something. Work's been pretty good. Currently looking for a second and gonna start your real estate training soon. Oh, is that actually what you're trying to get into? That's cool. I feel like you could probably do really good with that, with like your personality and everything. Just don't sell me a shitty house one day if I ever move to wherever you are. Mainly been playing Rocket League and building mini community around that. Would say you're pretty good and happy. That's nice. I am glad. Unlike this crystal lizard that just had its life taken from it in a matter of seconds. It was flipped over and then smashed to nothing. Worthless. It will never see another bridge in its life. Maybe they just have it change the month of. Maybe. I don't think it used to be like that. There used to be a lot less problems with a lot of things, but there's just more people that use the site. There's more things going on, more people streaming, more partners, more everything. So I think it's just likely that there's more issues as well. Am I allowed to use the mace? I have to basically, well, I mean, like the best option is the mace until I can get a miracle that does damage, so it's just like the best way to do this. At least for my preference. I probably could get another weapon, but I don't see the point of doing that. I'd say like it's more wholesome to just stick with the stuff from the class and it saves you the souls. But people are probably still gonna have an issue with that regardless. More people equals more bugs found? Yeah. Like just users and traffic alone, definitely. We're gonna go to this place. Broke 500 followers the other day and it was a big milestone for you. That's great, dude. Like, it's cool that you're excited about that too, because there's definitely a lot of people that, I mean, it might only be based off of like having certain experiences or whatever, or knowing people. Like, I've seen people basically, you know, be like smaller streamers and like they get raided like a couple times by somebody, or they have like a couple good days, and then they try to like they base their entire streaming going forward as that's like an average for them, or that's something that like they can continue to expect. So I'm glad that you're excited with how you've done and stuff like that, and you're kind of keeping it realistic and everything, because there's been a lot more people that are like heavily disappointed lately from what I've seen with just generally like, I guess, growth, or just trying to like get to full time or whatever. Just like it's they feel like they've been cheated. Like if they put in the work alone, that's enough to get it, and that everybody just, you know, has to put in a certain requirement. Do you have any tips for beating Medea creative? Hit him in the head and use lightning damage. Don't lock onto him if he's close to you. Just try to back away from his face and just hit him in between his biting and all that and his swipes. And yeah, mainly just don't lock onto his head because it makes it harder to see what's going on. Okay, what's this guy doing? You're happy to have 25 followers? Dude, I was genuinely impressed when there was 100 unique people that had like viewed the stream. And then I remember when that went to like 1,000, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then it went to like 10,000. I was like, okay, that's silly. And then 100,000, then 1 million, then like 2 million, 3 million. Like it just became less kind of like I kind of learned what metrics over time are really important to focus on, and things change inevitably. Like you could sit there obviously having like, you know, 10 million channel or 10 million different people in unique traffic over time, and like that's obviously like you're probably in like the top like top 1%, but like it's just or even less than that. But you, at that point, you probably know that that's not a metric that really signifies anything at all, and that there's people with less foot traffic that's unique that could be doing way better in terms of other metrics that are important, so it really doesn't matter. But it's cool to get excited about that stuff when you start, so I don't want anybody to ever take it the wrong way. Because like I don't care about followers and I don't care about foot traffic at all, really. And some people are like, hey, like, are you gonna do anything special for this or that? Or it's like I don't, because I don't like I appreciate it, but it's not those numbers aren't indicative of anything important for me. They don't help me in any way in terms of like opportunities, but there's other things that do actually get you bigger opportunities that are more important to pay attention to and worry about. So I guess interesting how those things change, but I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way when I'm like, oh, like, you know, cool, like that's interesting, you know. Day 6,578 of no demon souls. That's a lie. That's a complete lie. I've been streaming you doing VR boxing, and that's pretty fun to watch and play, you'd say. VR boxing? I would watch that. I feel like I'd just be waiting for you to punch like a lamp or your monitor. Secretly hoping you just punch a random object or something. Oh, I fucked that up. Oh boy. You've seen this run before. Where do you get the idea? So Couch Jockey was the first person to do this, which he helped me a lot with this. Ever played Demon Souls? Yes. What class would I recommend for a casual moron that often dies in stupid ways? What class? To start off with, I would say if you're trying to survive, like Warrior, Assassin, and Deprived are probably the best. But Deprived doesn't have any armor, unfortunately. So I'd go with like Warrior. Knight is good for defense, but it doesn't have a good weapon in my opinion for early game. So like Pyromancer's good too if you're wanting to like continue to do Pyromancy after that. You don't have to, but it has stats geared towards that. So okay, probably Warrior or Assassin. VR is shit, really. Isn't there different levels of VR, like how good it is depending on like what kind of equipment you have? You want to watch the run, but you're so tired, so have a good stream. Hope you get it. All right, Jacoris, have a good sleep, man. Love the Wii and you don't give a fuck what the haters say. The Wii, when it came out originally, was pretty cool. I think the Wii, though, like, honestly, it didn't, like, the play, like, I think it was PS3. They had a better motion system, but they had worse games, so, like, they couldn't compete with Wii's games, but their technology for the motion stuff was better in my opinion. Gonna play RL while you lurk. Rocket League? Oh man, dunking the kids. I think I have to get another level on this. Unless, wait, no, I probably have 28 faith, don't I? Yeah, okay, I'm fine. It's not worth it. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the best Mario game of all time. Never played any of the Galaxy ones. I tried a demo of one before, but I haven't like really played it. You're gonna lurk for a bit, Devin? All right, sounds good, man. First one better for some reason. Not to say 2 isn't amazing. Don't you have to like run on planets that are actually spherical or something? Like they're extremely small planets that actually rotate and aren't seemingly flat. Played Dead Cells on your 15-hour flight, Chalosus. What did you think about it? I feel like Mega Man could be harder to get through because like you could be more likely to rage quit like after trying all the stages and just not really progressing much. But Dead Cells has some like completely random aspects to it, doesn't it? So that might be more entertaining. Where you're not like looking to get really good to get past something. But I don't know, I think it's challenging, but it also has that rogue randomization. Okay, come on, kill this guy. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Again, this guy's just killing these dudes way too fast. Oh my god, man. I think everybody's confused on this front right now. That went from being a potentially pretty quick process to just kind of silly, to be honest. Wow. Blind Megs, how have you been? I haven't seen you for a while. I saw your emote actually in someone else's stream. It looks really good. Did Carson do it by any chance? Was it him? He did? Okay. Oh yeah, there was 3 of them. I forgot. I haven't seen the other 2 before. But yeah, it looks really nice. Metroid Prime 4 is in development. I kind of wish that Metroid Prime 4 was 2D, but then again, maybe it'll be cool. Who knows? I didn't really like Metroid Prime though. Like any of the... Well, I only played the first one technically. I've seen the other ones, but I didn't like the first-person Metroid. Yeah, those all look really good. Like I'm always usually trying to pay attention to see how well the artwork's done on emotes. And like that one, and then there was one that Shio had that was like a turtle, and they both looked like they were done from Carson. And they looked really good. Although it's not a surprise, because I mean he's just like a really good artist, and he's gotten really good at making emotes too. I genuinely believe he could do pretty much anything that could fit in a 28 by 28 pixel region. Like he could just make anything possible. When is Mega Man no hit run? Oh, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I'll play Mega Man again. Like it was fun. I got my value out of it. But now there's more things. It's just a constant. There's always more stuff to move on to. Like I never planned to play that seriously. I realized that watching speedruns of it was more fun than doing it, and I think it's just because I'm not like as big of a fan of it as some other people are. But it was cool. It was kind of nostalgic. Prime 1 is a top 25. 2 and 3 were good. Other M is cringy. Yeah, there's so many of them, isn't there? I actually don't even know how many there are. Did I play much of it offline? I played a little bit of it offline, but I just stopped at the point where I wasn't really having that much fun anymore, which is pretty close to the end of the game, but just like that's why I said I got the most out of it. I beat the main game, or the main things, and a bit of like the late game stuff. Or end game, whatever it is. Sekiro no hit run when? I have no idea. X series is way more fun. I think the new one is actually the best one I've played. It's just I don't know, it's just not I genuinely like watching it more than playing it. You may be the only person that prefers DS3 over than Bloodborne. No, I think there's more people that like this. There's more people that have played this game, because like Bloodborne's exclusive to PS4, so there's a smaller community because, I mean, it's a lot of people that have played it, but it's not as much as the amount of people that have played this before. So, without a doubt, there's more people that like DS3 than Bloodborne. I would say that might be the case for every single other game, other than maybe Demon Souls. There's like for 1, 2, and 3, I think there's more people for each game that like those more than Bloodborne. Just because they were able to sell more copies of them. Also, between like the trilogy of these games and then Bloodborne, like the DS1 through 3, I feel like it's more accessible, or it's easier to like for different people than Bloodborne's theme. Like the theme of this is not really super one-sided. Has a lot of variance in it. Relatively new to Souls games, you love DS3 a lot, but DS1's so confusing. Navigation-wise, it's definitely the most confusing, I think. But that's kind of like why it's really well designed, because they make a lot of use out of exploration being fun and, like, you know, areas actually you know, having shortcuts to each other and stuff like that. It's definitely exciting. May good fortune be with your run today. Thanks, Majudes. What about the combat system? I see. Well, all I'm saying is, like, there's more people that can like this game more because more people have played it. And this game's definitely not disliked by a majority of people that have played it. So, just the audience potential is much larger. What an ugly worm. As my character is just looking at the camera like, I'm sad. Even if both were really famous, you'd still prefer DS3 more. Better lore. I like Bloodborne's lore more, but that's like a personal preference, I guess. Okay, I gotta be careful on this. You're here for the face. It just brought you to life, really. Did it wake you up inside like Evanescence? Could you not wake up before, but it woke you up? If you would compare the character to the worm, you'd say your character is an angel. Okay. A girl you knew in high school, Darlik? Oh my god, that's terrible. You knew Harambe? That's insane. Harambe went to school? They killed an educated monkey? Can't understand it that much, while on the other hand, Dark Souls teaches you step by step and it's easier to get. Yeah, I think it's more like you can play defensive. There's different play styles, or a larger amount of play styles available in this. Poster child for neo-Darwinism. Whose emote is that? Let's see. Gothics? That's a pretty good one. Couldn't understand it that much, while on the other hand... Okay, I read that already. I'm sorry. I am a failure. I'm reading things too many times. What if I told you that you've already seen this before and I'm replaying it, and everything I said was exactly the same, except for the first time I told you, what if this was already happening? You didn't pay attention to it because you thought I was memeing, but now it's actually happening. It's repeating forever. You'll never escape this moment. And everything else you remember happened before this, but there is no future, and this is the only moment you will see forever. Because I'll reset and then do this again, and I'll never stop streaming, and you'll never leave, and you won't be able to, and you won't question why. So me telling you this doesn't even matter either way. Mercy, what's up? How are you doing? Okay, I can't actually do anything with the items. Sounds like Higurashi. I don't think I'm familiar with that. What is Higurashi? Currently cleared out the DLC. Got 4 Kings, Seath, Gwendolyn, and Gwyn left. In shield only. That's intense, man. Gwyn with a shield only. Are you gonna parry or just run up and hit him randomly? Bloodborne was experiment step in evolving Souls games. Is the first one in fast in combat, and being a test made it more hollow and shorter. I wouldn't consider it a test, but I'd consider it a decision to like what you said, like change the, like be the biggest change in these types of games that they made so far. It feels very finished and polished to me, but yeah, it has like a little bit less content. That's why they made the DLC so big. It was supposed to be 2 different DLCs, and they're just like, let's save people money, make it cheaper than 2 DLCs would be normally, and then put it all together and make the best DLC ever.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted.
It was a
so
girl
the
Illa.
world might be mended.
Girl
So the
Illa.
world might be mended.
Sup, nerds.
Skiff, that's not nice. Don't you say that to me. I'm a geek. There's a big difference. Thank you for the 15 months in a row, by the way. Do you think there actually is a difference between nerd and geek? Like, is geek like a worse term? Or are they just the same thing? You just whiff 2 open goals. Oh, you might as well just sell your entire life and your soul now. And just stop, because you obviously just screwed up everything. There's no place for you in this universe. You just whiffed 2 goals. I can't believe you. What are you, like some sort of person that makes mistakes? Wow. Cappy, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome back. Why'd he call me a nerd? You're a weeb. there was someone that came in here and they're like, I like this chat. It doesn't have a lot of weebs in it. And I think they got like purged for it or something. I was like, there's not as many weebs as some chats, but I mean, like, you're probably gonna find them. They exist everywhere. It's like oxygen. Like, it's just everywhere. There's just weebs everywhere. It's not a bad thing. Just like oxygen too much can kill you, like poison. Oh boy. Alucard, pretty much. I guess that's the idea. Voice quality matches with Morgan Freeman. You can hear me all day. Maybe you're hallucinating then. You shouldn't be able to hear me all day. Like, unless, like, I don't stream all day. So unless you're like speeding up time and you're living twice as fast or 3 times faster than the average human, like your concept of time is tripled, or you're on hallucinogenics, there's no way you'd be able to hear me all the time. Unless, of course, you watch the VODs after I'm done streaming for like the rest of the entire waking day, and then somehow you have dreams that you still hear the stream in your dreams. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. I'd probably disagree, but then again, like half the time I disagree with everything, so, or more than half the time. AT 2020? No, I have a SM7B. I had an AT 2020 probably like a year ago, or just a bit less than a year ago. Yeah, and I knew what you meant. I was just being silly. That was my bad. I was pulling a funny. Weebs are evolving. Soon we'll hear that the country's president is a weeb. Oh, okay, that's actually the official term. I thought it was anybody that has like watched a certain amount of anime in general. So like you have to watch like certain kinds and have pillows. Okay. That's good then. I was misinformed. I thought it simply was the idea that you'd watched anime series and that you consistently plan to continue to watch them. People in Russia search for hentai on sites like Pornhub or RedTube. People, how do you even know this? I don't know what's worse, the fact that like that's a thing that is available to know, or like the fact that you figured that out somehow. It's an odd statistic to mention. A squeeboo? From memory, an otaku is an animated neckbeard, and a weeboo is someone who adopts Japanese culture in place of their own. Okay. What does an anime neckbeard mean? Some dude created a site that analyzes and actualizes it every 1 hour. Don't remember what it was called. That's really weird. Someone made us, but what does that information help improve though? Like, what's the point of it existing? Is it just simply to get curiosity, like traffic from curiosity, and then the advertisers make the money or something? Like, that's the whole point of it existing. I'm trying to think of like who would actually think of like trying to find that though, like themselves, without it being advertised or like just a part of something else. I'm wondering, like, when would you ever think to like want to know that statistic? Only twice on a blood moon? Time for deadlifts. Oh boy.
Streamer, how are you lifting objects if you're dead? That doesn't make any sense. I don't get it, streamer. You're obviously alive. You're lying. Fake content.
Hulk, I'm not wondering about it. Someone's mentioning, and I'm like, I'm curious of who wants to know that. Like, what benefit do you like? How? It's just a weird thing to be curious about. Like, I don't understand why that matters, but maybe it would matter for the people that own the original sites to like check traffic, but they'd have their own ways of doing that they'd have to worry about for their own reasons, right? What looks like I gotta search up this random thing because it's probably gonna be a fact in the next trivia game that comes out from Jackbox. They're definitely gonna ask that particular question. Gotta keep up on my trivia in case a random dude in a back alley with a trench coat tells me if I answer a question right, he's gonna give me $1 million. That's probably gonna be the question. Uh-oh. Other people of your culture are in your zone. Oh, okay, that's still kind of weird though. Isn't that what like dating apps are for and stuff? sorry if you call it something else. Golomancy, the nerd voice. Oh, the you're apologizing. Sorry if it's not a nerd voice. It's supposed to be just like a random person in chat complaining, saying that you're wrong, basically, or like a YouTube commenter. That's what I would imagine everybody sounds like, the comments on YouTube. Probably not in reality, but I mean, like that's how I hear it in my head. So it's just that person saying that you're wrong or something like that. I named it $1 million. Okay, I probably needed chug. That wasn't necessary. I do have to here, though. Now this guy's well over here, which is really weird. I'm gonna let him get really close. It's got a really weird spot. Like, if he gets over here, then it's actually pretty safe, because I have to do that part in a certain timing so that the other guy isn't weird and the halberd dude doesn't show up. But maybe I don't want to wait too long, so just wait until he's there, maybe. Just found out about me a couple weeks ago. Vaporox, you're awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm not sure for what reasons, but I genuinely appreciate that. That's really cool. If you get hit by Lloyd's Talisman, does that count? It doesn't, no. But there's a halberd guy that pops up around that area where the talisman can hit you, and or we're just over where the talisman guy generally is standing, and he'll attack you and you won't see him, and you can't hear him either most of the time. But there's like certain circumstances where he'll actually be able to find you, and I just try to pay attention to see how I'm doing that part, just to make sure that nothing weird happens, that I'm doing it the same way, because if he pops up, I'm dead. Like, there's not much I can do, because I have to wait for the arrows, and if he swings, I can't be dodging him and then also like pay attention to the arrows. And he's not worth killing, because as soon as I try to kill him, there's two other dudes that chase me as well, so it just becomes like a big chain reaction that I can't really do much about, if it's the case. Alright, like getting hit by a charm is a hit. Ozymandias, it's not, no. It doesn't do any damage, it doesn't stagger you, it's not an attack. I mean, if it at least had a stagger animation, then I could count it as a hit, but it doesn't follow the rules, so it wouldn't make any sense. I mean, if you feel like you don't want that to happen on your run, sure, don't do, like, just reset because of that, but I personally, like, it doesn't follow any of the criteria of what constitutes a hit. Technical knowledge of the game coupled with personality, you're so chill and so good at the same time. I appreciate it. I kind of have to be. as chill as possible, or I'll probably burst blood vessels in my brain and my eyeballs will pop out of my head. So yeah. You might still see that either way, but it's less likely in this circumstance.
What?
Tiptoe by the window.
Pretty be careful.
That's why there's no face cam by Smith. Yeah, because you just see like the Guinness World Record champion of eyeballs popping out of head be beaten every single day, pretty much. And that's not fair to them. Like I don't want to steal their thunder, even though I am technically the best eyeball popper there is. But I mean, I don't need to like do anything about it. So I could be the best eyeball popper. Can you get the double greatsword in DS3? Oh, how do you get double greatsword? There's it's I think it's in the DLC. Is it the one that has like fire on it and stuff? I think that's the second DLC. You have to kill. I'm pretty sure you have to kill the knights that have those, or maybe you can find it somewhere. But I'm pretty sure they drop that weapon. I've got it as a drop before. How heavy is that weapon, by the way, if anybody knows? Looks ridiculous. What's hardest, timing or finding out a better strategy for playing the game? Well, you can put it this way. There are people that, like, okay, a good example is like, if you were to do this run, or if, like, let's just say you were to do a no-hit run in general. Okay, I'm gonna continue this right after this part. I'll hold that thought. So I'm probably going to go into it for a moment. So you could play a run like a no-hit run or whatever. And like, if you started to do it now, obviously there's so many people that have put time into it to make things easier for you, because there's so many choices of what methods you want to use for different things. Some things obviously are the best, and there's only one method, but there's a lot of different ways you can choose to do things, and you can also choose your own way. Regardless of how safe the methods are that are made, that doesn't teach you how to play the game. So even knowing everything you can know, enough to do it isn't necessarily gonna do it for you. So the game doesn't play itself just because you know stuff. You still have to put in the work. And then there's a discussion that was had, I think it was like McRaptor and Faraz or something, where they're saying that there's a difference between like playing by like the strats, or that when something goes wrong, obviously you don't know what to do because you don't know how to play. Like you don't know as much information, or you don't know how to like deal with random shit in the game as much because you just haven't played the game as much. And then there's people that will get something terrible, but they'll still win because or they'll still get their goal because they can deal with random shit way better just because they have more technical skill playing the game. So I think that the actual ability to perform everything is much more important than the strats. But the strats are also pretty important as well. Like they go hand in hand, but the skill is more important. Because the game doesn't play itself. You really have to be able to perform it. That dog got yeeted. Oh man. And so did that one. But you see right there, so basically what I did was, I think my last footstep from the animation of throwing the urn itself was like about half a foot too far forward, so the dog started chasing me. I could have done it wrong and still got lucky, and the dog would have barked, but it didn't. So in that case, I would have had to have been accurate to not have that happen, and I was off by the distance the animation of throwing made me travel forward. So like I performed that wrong, but I just won because I know how to like dodge dogs. No, I'm not going to win every time a dog tries to attack me, but because I know generally how to deal with the enemy itself and the attacks, I had a chance, whereas someone might not know what to do in that situation. They might just like die. They might just give up because they just haven't played the game as much, or like read into other details that give you an advantage other than just set methods. So yeah, well, it's like more accessible to do this because there's more information. The information doesn't play the game for you. Also, I don't know if I can make it past this guy. Okay. 0 hit speedrun incoming. I'm not a fan of that idea. I think it's cool that people do that, but like I'd rather just I've had my time doing speedruns just for the sake of doing the run or the game the fastest I possibly can, and in some cases the fastest that can be done, but I don't want to play the game the fastest a no hit run can be done and try to implement strats that make it less safe. You know, because it's just more resets, and you're not playing the game the fastest it can be played, because you have to be slower since it's a no hit run. So it just gets into the middle.
So the world might be mended.
Oh man, so close. I have faith you'll get this run soon. Squill cringe.
Dopamine. That cringe is highly accurate. Thank you for the 26 months in a row, man. Welcome back. I hope so too. Have you been keeping up with like what's happened on this so far, like all the one-hit runs and stuff? It's definitely terrible. Although I guess it's just another lesson that like there's a lot more enjoyable things in the future, and even when you thought it's the worst, it might not be, and there's something else like this that is worse than your previous worst, or what you would define as not, you know, like just a pretty bad struggle. Because I don't even think it's like time related on this one alone, but the fact that for most of the time, again, I had the ability to do it, I would not care at all if I started off with 200 hits on this and then I just managed to get it to 1 like 3 days ago. That'd be fine, because it'd be a progression, right? Not a stagnation. Slab only run where you bitch. Oh, slap only? A slob only run? Would SL1 miracles be possible? I don't think so. I don't think you have enough stats. Gotta go, Slick. Alright, I'll see you later, man. Take care. Also, man, I have a good sleep as well. Haven't been in a lot of places lately. I want to keep up the support. Viking was telling me about hanging out with you like a few weeks ago or so. Hopefully you had fun. He said you were really cool. He said you were like... He definitely confirmed my claim that you are one of the nicest people of all time. So, yeah. Do you run faster with as low weight as possible, or is it the same speed regardless as long as you're below 30? So I've been told that you don't run faster at the lightest weight compared to medium weight, but I know for a fact you run slower when you're really heavy. So it might be the same for medium and for the fastest, but for the roll distance though. You get more roll distance at different breakpoints. Oh, wait, you're asking for like under 30 though, sorry. So yeah, under 30, nothing changes, it's just the same thing. until you're over 30%. So like 1% versus 29 is the same. That guy's got slam jammed. I kind of feel bad. Poet, thank you for the host, dude. Used volleys. How's it going? You're also in London. Nice. What are your opinions on the song London Bridge is Falling Down? What does switching to the dagger do? I'm trying to use the weapon art so I can get through the water. Right here. Which I've actually been doing really badly lately. I haven't been predicting how his foot is going to move as well, so I've been stuck pretty close to getting hit at that part. Am I gonna do a to run no hit speedruns ever? No, probably not. I'm not into speedrunning anymore. I did regular speedruns for a while. Okay, I think I might have found the new meta for this. Although I was kind of trying to do this last time and it didn't work because their positions, like, just out of random were not the greatest. I just wish you could keep your target better. Alright, that was a wasted attempt on that. If only I had the second one. Almost bodied, go. Well, I have to kill them one by one. You don't understand the game. The one that's highlighted is the only one that actually contributes to the main health pool, so you don't actually get to the second part of the fight if you don't kill the one that's selected. Why do people tell me to keep... There's a lot of people that don't understand the game that like to tell me what to do on that, and that's completely fine. I mean, like, you might be joking, it could be sarcastic, but there are people that seriously like say that I'm like playing the game wrong by doing that, but it's because they don't understand, right?
From its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
But yeah, on this one, obviously, it's really important to be careful. Duracell, thank you for the 5 months in a row. Welcome back, man. I appreciate that. Started playing DS3 a week ago, having a lot of fun. You're doing Dark Eater Madeira boss at Ring City, having some trouble. Really enjoyed the YouTube content and love the stream. Keep it up. Thank you, Samu. That's really cool of you. Thank you for actually checking the stream out. Especially when I'm not really like... I don't know. I definitely don't put in the same effort as other YouTubers do to migrate their audience. So, because mainly there wasn't really much of an audience to migrate at all, and there's still really. It's not like this. Like, I'm like a full-time YouTuber, so it's different. But for the fact that you took it upon yourself to do that, that's really cool. I'm playing the game right, or wrong, to be honest. TBH honest. To be honest. Advice for fun weapons to use in Dark Souls 1 and or 3. Split Leaf Greatsword is really fun on this game. Yorm's Machete is fun. Nameless King's Sword Spear, or the Dragon Slayer Sword Spear, is really fun. In DS1, if you want to challenge, the Tail of the Sanctuary Guardian, the Poison Whip, that's pretty cool. We were talking about like the Crystal Ring Shield yesterday. That's an interesting weapon. Like random stuff like that. The fist from Iron Golem is really cool. The uppercut on it. I'd probably just look into the boss weapons if you haven't used a lot of them yet. It's like some of them have cool properties to them.
Let's hope that you don't have to fight deacons again. Also, if you have to, use the force in the middle of them. JK 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 JK.
Wades, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I hope so too. That'd be really cool. That'd be excellent. The catch pole, Titanite catch pole, that's a good weapon, yeah. I kind of wish it had like a special thing to it.
Not using hashtag charity SMH my head dance game hashtag charity.
Pale Blood, thank you very much, man. Yeah, anybody that's used bits in the channel today, or like they plan to in any other stream for the next week roughly, or the next 6 days, use hashtag charity at the end if you want Twitch to put a portion of their revenue to charity. I think they're supporting up to $500,000 for the charity in particular. Oh, this is bad. Dude.
Hashtag charity bits.
This lock-on is actually the killer of this run in a lot of cases. Like, it's so bad. It just chooses to not work. Like, there it worked, but it didn't work right before that. Like, the second before it didn't work. Why wouldn't it work the second before? What's the difference? I didn't move forward or backward. There's literally no... The enemy was fully visible in both scenarios. And then sometimes it's fine, and then it just stops working and it just locks off. I don't know, at least I was warned. Couch Jockey told me that it was really bad, so I should have listened, man. I think I just missed that. Whoever just did the last alert, I missed it. I'm sorry. Thank you very much, though. I heard the sound and then I realized it was too late. How do I feel? Wait, are we talking about the lock-on still? Why they make free aiming so hard and annoying? Well, I mean, it would be kind of weird if there was a crosshair for free aiming. Sume, what's up, dude? Has a very short distance, but it doesn't, though. That's the thing. It breaks its own rules by allowing you to lock on at ranges that it actually cancels your lock on at. And then at, like, that range was very close, right?
I was bullied into doing this hashtag charity.
It's just really random, man. It's just really weird. It's not just at certain ranges. It will not work at very close ranges. And then at far ranges, it'll work. And, like, mid ranges, it'll work and all that stuff. And then just sometimes it'll choose to stop like being able to work, or it'll turn your target off, like if the enemy's gone to a certain spot. But it's not like a clear situation where they're behind a wall all the time. It's just like they could be in the open still and it'll just stop working. And you didn't back up, they didn't back up, no one went forward. There's no difference in like back or forth. It would, like, you could just go sideways or stand still and it'll happen. Have I done a dex run? Well, on this game, pretty much every regular no-hit run or speed run is a dex run, so I've done quite a few. I guess. Might have auto lock turned on or off. Well, which one is the one that you don't want? Do you want it off or on? Charity are so mainstream. Why not just donate money directly? Wait, what? I'm like to the charity directly? Is that what you mean? Like people that are... That was a dumb question. No, it's not a big deal. I understand what you mean. Like, you're saying it might be the problem. Well, I was talking to Couch Jockey about it, and he never mentioned that. He just said that with using magic in general, the lock-on is terrible and inconsistent sometimes. Who's harder, Pontiff or Cinder, and why? Cinder because he's just got more variables.
Charity,
and generally is
verily,
faster.
Scarily, narrowly, arrow me, sarily, parry me, carry the, parody, merrily, with celerity, dexterity and hilarity.
He also has more health, too. He has way more health than Pontiff.
Hashtag charity.
Calculus, thank you very much for the bits, man. I appreciate it. I'd say Cinder phase 1 by itself is still harder than Pontiff with both phases included. On a run where you have to fight both phases. Phase 1 Cinder alone is still harder. I'm gonna get this. This is a new beginning for this run, second wind. Exciting stuff. Stay focused, keep at it. I'll try to. I mean, at least this time we don't have to worry about doing Yorm later, so that's pretty cool. Did I miss another alert? Man, I feel like I'm failing right now. Does your character feel cold with all the snow? And being practically naked. I'm gonna basically change your reality right now by saying that it's a video game and it's fake. So, I don't think so. But I know that some people don't agree with that. I know that's like a completely ridiculous statement to some people, but... You're not controlling a real person. What? Am I hyped for Sekiro? I'm pretty excited for it. There's a lot of stuff I want to do before it, though, so I'm kind of like, I'm getting a little bit nervous about all that stuff, because I'm not sure, like, we have less time. The more I do this, the less time we have to do all that, and I have some stuff I want to achieve. Actually, even more than I planned to now, originally, so there's just more stuff that keeps getting added on. And just gotta make sure that we can do all that stuff. It's a video game, apparently. Apparently. It's in March. It's going to be here soon. Yeah, it's coming up pretty fast. You're going to tell me at the top right isn't a webcam? Oh, the controller thing? No, that's definitely my face. 100%. Am I using software making it more charming? My voice? I don't have anything at all. There's no software at all that I'm using. It's just I just have a preamp, an interface, and the mic. That's it. There's not even I don't even think I have a single plug-in on OBS. There's no profile built for the mic. I removed all that stuff once I got better equipment. Okay, we're gonna have to try to level to 57. I think I could probably get it. Oh, I didn't sell the Deacon Soul, did I? Oh, I did already get 57. Okay, I'll do Dex now. Or no, we'll do Endurance now.
So the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
9 months, that makes 10. Quick maths. Cinder Spin to win has been blocked. Let's get this run. Good luck with the 112.
Cinder Quick Spin has been blocked. I'm trying to think of Big Shaq making a rap about Solar Cinder. That's so funny. Thank you for the 19 months, Donnie. Welcome back, dude. I appreciate it. Have I ever used a face cam, Valo? I have, yeah. I use it on weekends usually if I do 2-player 1 controller to show you that I'm actually playing with 1 controller and 2 people, because otherwise, how would I prove that that's happening? How would you get enjoyment out of it? Yeah, you could go to YouTube or Twitter if you want as well, or just look at the emotes. Some of the emotes. I've used a butt cam. I haven't tried that one yet. That could be the next big hit, though. You never know, man. How do we know it's me playing right now? You don't. You just have to take my word for it. You're subscribing to a channel where there's secretly a dude being paid to play the game for me. Wow. But think of it this way. Even with a face cam, there could be someone mimicking the inputs of someone else playing the game out of the desk or from another location remotely. So even a face cam's not enough proof. There's no the only proof would be internally looking at the processes of my computer as I'm doing things at the same time and matching up real-time events with inputs and other things. Otherwise, it's nearly impossible. Unless you're this guy and you like to cheat and have a big scythe that kills everything in one hit. Okay, I probably should chug on this. Do I want to try 1 player 2 controllers? I I actually did try something kind of, well, not really like that, but it was one person, 2 games, 1 controller. This guy's really annoying. I just need him to do that attack. There we go. One more, maybe? One more will probably be good enough. Come on. Thank you. Can't fake reaction to meme. Fake reaction to a meme. You love the 1 controller 2 games playthroughs. Yeah, I tried it. I tried setting it up, and there's no way to actually run this game twice on PC unless you have 2 computers. Like, well, you can run it twice, but you can't actually access it twice, or like simultaneously. Like it just won't work. But you can do console and PC at the same time. The problem is they don't run the same. So basically, the console version just falls behind really quickly, and then nothing is synchronized, and it doesn't actually give the challenge like a true, like it doesn't make the challenge actually what I would want it to be, which is mainly you're doing the exact same thing, but the RNG is completely different on both games. So you have to somehow like take a gamble on everything you do. All right, let's do this. Also boosted, welcome back, man. Bringing lyrics into the chat. Oh yeah, I was working on a way to just get the guaranteed attack that I want out of the beginning. Like, it was suggested to me. I know how to do it, but I was like practicing it. I could probably do it right now. And it would keep me from being cornered pretty much ever, but I don't know if I want to do it. I thought I was doing Sage for a second, apparently. That's not gonna work. Well, I guess that's the answer for this person that wanted me to do that when I was saying it's not possible. Keep making silly mistakes on this. Yeah, that was like, I made that so much harder just because I can't, like, my brain just fucking doesn't work. But again, another case where if you have a consistency with like actually performing stuff, then obviously like making that mistake a million times you might still do it, but if you expect to go in and only have to do what is normally required, maybe you end up screwing something up without actually thinking you will, and then you can't do it because you only really expect it to, like, so much you panic.
That
and
was
you
the
die.
worst pontiff fight I have ever seen. #charity.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I've had worse, I think, on this before, but I every once in a while I just forget, like, if it's Sage or Pontiff. Like, my brain knows, but my hands do things without me actually giving them the chance to process it, just because it's so fast. So that's the problem with having both the parry fights have different, like, follow-ups for them or whatever. If they were both the same, I probably would never even make that mistake, because I wouldn't have the reason to. Why did I throw a skull? Oh my god, I've done this before. This is really weird. Can you not parry the charging attack? You can, I just don't choose to. Worst Pontiff fights you've seen have ended in losses. We're still in this. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I mean, to me, like, when I say something's bad, it's usually like, it's usually gone through successfully in terms of like what needs to be done, but it wasn't done the best way. But like anything else is just like you didn't do it, so it's not anything, it's just nothing. But you're right though. Where's the box? You can't be a box in every single area. So this one only has 2 different things you can be. Actually, from the area before this and through this area, you can only be 2 of the different statues. Don't mind me, I'm just an old priest made of stone that lives near Orlando. I just decided to wear gray attire. Favorite transformation in this run? What do you mean by transformation? Best guard ever. And maybe one of the worst Pontiff fights you've had, but it's still way better than yours. I appreciate that. It's mainly only my fault. Like, it wasn't even that unlucky. I just it was fine. The RNG was fine on it. I just screwed it up. And I increased the risk of it, like, I more than doubled the risk for no reason. Or I guess for the reason that my muscle memory is bad. Like, it's good, but it's bad. How many grapes do you eat in a sitting? I don't actually buy grapes that often. Last time I had grapes was like a long time ago. Like probably like a month and a half, 2 months. Month to a month and a half at least. But yeah, I typically don't buy grapes. So I have no clue. How much faith do you have at this level of the run? I have 57, I think, still. Favorite? Oh, transformation with the white branch. I haven't seen all of them in the game yet, so I probably have a better idea if I've seen all of them. I like the box. The box is pretty cool. Oh yeah, no wait, no. My favorite that I've seen was like, it was like you turn into like a head, like literally like a little tiny head on the floor. Be straight with us. Did you or did you not have the grapes? on the night of the 14th. See, the way that you're supposed to put it is like, you're not supposed to say, did you have grapes? You're supposed to say the grapes, implying that the grapes were had and I know what the grapes are and I did have them, to make me confess. Or to change the way I think about the question. You should have said the grapes, as if you were proposing that it did happen, and that you're questioning if I'm going to admit to it or not that if it was a thing or wasn't. It was the grapes. Furthest I've gotten on this run, I've made it to Cinder twice. Yeah, the jailer head. The jailer head is really weird. I thought that was like a glitch or something. Kind of music. Teodris, if you want to take the playlist that I got, it's ! Playlist in chat. If you do have Spotify, all the music's on there. I mean, there's definitely a lot more stuff that I like that's not on it, but it has a lot of music on it right now. From like stuff I've added this year. Do you like the mana system? I like this system more than the amount, like having an amount of castings in total. I think it's another thing that adds more difficulty to using magic. I think we've got our guy. I never mentioned that there was the grapes. Okay, that was too much damage. Can you ask what soul level this is? 53 at the moment. Okay, I'm actually gonna buy more Homeward Bones. I need like 2 or 3 at least. I guess that's fine.
Farewell, Ashen One.
I ruined Aldrich's meal. Was he eating when I was in there, or when I got in there?
Ashen.
You'd be like SL 9 million at this point. I don't know how you'd get to that level. That's some Game Shark, dude. Definitely cheated. Clearly hacking, therefore the grapes were not even real. How can we trust you? How do you know that I was the perpetrator that ate the grapes? Yeah, anyways, like on the note of that question, I honestly don't know how many grapes. Like, I probably could eat a bag of grapes, but I'd probably feel sick, and that would be poor. That would be like a poor choice, because then I wouldn't really be benefiting that much from them. Probably could eat a lot of grapes though, like most people. Unless you're on that like X amount of grams of grapes diet or something that no one is on. Haven't finished this run yet, streamer? No, I haven't. You got a problem with that? Is that an issue? Are you only here to watch me finish this? Actually, that's a really silly question. Of course you are. I bet you'll forget about the channel and not even drop a follow after I'm done this. I'll just cry myself to sleep like normal. Wait, was there like a jailer chasing me? Or I thought I saw something weird right there. Maybe it was just the camera, I don't know. Was the best run of today? This one's the best one. Imagine you accidentally opened a mimic chest. Oh, I've done that before. I've done that more in DS1. Because there's a mimic chest that you actually have to kill. Or I guess you have to get an item from it first, right? So, yeah, that's definitely like way more possible in Dark Souls 1 if you do a no-hit run on it. K Witty, what's up, dude? When are we rematching on the Smash? You gotta let me know when you plan to stream that so we can all kind of stream it together on certain days, maybe. Like, I know you usually start later, so for me, if you started at the end of my stream, I would prefer streaming it like at the end. So, oh no, not the Joey Wheeler. Once you see the Joey Wheeler emote, you know it's all over. It's like no one's playing nice. You don't have a chance. Matako, what's up, man? This run's looking good, Uber. Huh, unfortunately, that's the only thing it can really look. It's either it's good or it's not a thing. But, as long as you're enjoying it. Battlefield 5 assignments making you salty? Are those like tasks to get more XP or something? Do you order New York pizza or grab a burger? Do you live in New York? Is that why it's called New York Pizza? Or is that like is that an actual restaurant? I'm not familiar with this place. Although I've heard that New York has pretty good pizza overall. For the price, what will get you more food? If they're both pretty equal, like what's gonna get you more? Because like for pizza, I mean, like that could be, like you could have that like another day as well, right? I've never heard of someone cutting a burger into multiple pieces and making it last multiple days, but maybe that's a thing. Unless you get like a gigantic one. That fireball scared you? Oh, the first one? Yeah, that part's not that big of a deal. Okay, my infamous missing of the head right there. It's not an actual playthrough if I don't miss the head at the first chance I get to attack.
Drawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Damn WTF have I been doing for 7 months already, Kappa?
Trivial, thank you for the 7 months in a row, man. Welcome back. Obsidian, what's up? Is this a fun game? Haven't you been here before, or is this a different Obsidian? If you accidentally hit with a melee attack with fists, will you reset? Oh, I don't care about that. No, that's stupid. I'm not gonna reset because I hit with my fist. I mean, I use the mace in the beginning of the run because I have to. I don't have a, or I mean, it's the best option. I don't have any miracles to do damage. But once I do, I mean, I use my fist to punch like the bridge and stuff like that, and I use my fist to riposte. I wouldn't even consider the fist a weapon because it doesn't really do anything if it doesn't have the stats.
Oh look, a decent run. It would be a shame if something went askew. Hashtag charity.
V-Sweat, thank you for the bits, man. I appreciate it. I have literally just 12 decks on that. That's good. Cool. I think I have 2 of these. Oh, maybe not. Okay. This game is not good. You don't even enjoy watching it. It's so not good. Stay far away from Yorm. Yorm keeps the stomp attack from getting triggered. Staying far away. It helps, but he can still do the stomp attack. I guess the idea would be that if you're going to do a no-hit run on this, like, it would be good to know that he can still do it and try to practice the timing for it in case, but, I mean, like, he's not going to do it most of the time. Like vast majority of the time, he'll never even try to do it, so... You could just play around with the odds, but I mean, it's even if you know how to like time it, it's still very difficult to react that fast if you're typically not having it happen at least like some of the time. It's just so rare, right? You'd have to be heavily depending on that like very, very quick reaction to something that you can't anticipate that easily. Lumen, welcome back. What's up? You fought Cinder and he wrecked you. He wrecked-ed. He wrecked-ed it. What does Wrath of Gods do? It's like a shockwave kind of thing that does damage. It's like physical damage instead of the other spells being lightning. Torwald, what's up, dude? You need to use the toilet, but you don't want to miss anything. You're pretty safe to go to the washroom if you want. What if your arm was a dick one day and said, I want to do it? That's pretty much the case where I'm saying it's a benefit if you know how to dodge it, but even knowing how to dodge it doesn't mean you're going to do it, because it's so fast. And so infrequent, right? But it's good to know. I mean, like, it always helps knowing more and practicing more stuff.
Buy something nice for yourself. Hashtag charity.
Dahoosh, thank you very much, man. I will get myself a way to beat this game without getting hit. I heard they sell those for like 99 cents at the dollar store. It's the hottest item right now. Actually, I probably need that. Okay, I gotta wait. Sometimes they do the attack after he's dead. You can still get killed. Which is probably the worst part of this fight, the fact that you can die after you've already won. To something that's not even really the boss. Alright, I gotta... Oh, I probably should have put the Silver Serpent on. How slow is this spell? It's very slow. I've sped it up a little bit by having more decks in the Faith, or the casting ring, but it's very slow. Wait, 3 skulls, so I have 2... I think I literally have just enough skulls. I'm gonna Homeward Bone this. I'm gonna go back and get more. That's not really enough in my opinion. I was so close to getting hit Uber. Well, I mean, like, if we're talking about, like, it was possible that I could have gotten hit, that's basically the entire game, but, I mean, was I making any mistakes? Everything I did was very, very well done, in my opinion. There's nothing I did that was questionable. It was all 100% safe and guaranteed, given every circumstance. It was a really bad fight, though. It was terrible RNG. Very unlucky. Wish I had a way of doing more damage. But I can't get the damage of this to go any higher on it because I already have the 60 faith. I don't think it actually will kill him on the last hit if I go over 60. But if it did, I would probably try it even without the 12 decks because I'd rather have more damage. Oh, I just made a mistake. That was way too many. Yeah, I bought way too many skulls. Good thing it doesn't matter too much.
HNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNneNNennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennennenn
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're gonna love how good the Pyromancy run is after this? Oh, probably. Probably. That's why I wanted to pick the one that was gonna be the worst first, and then just kind of work back to the easiest one to take a break from the hardest one. Yeah, if you guys don't follow Rebebbies as well, she also plays a lot of Souls games.
Lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
And plays music on stream sometimes too.
So the world might be mended.
And has pretty good emotes you've probably already seen.
So the world might be mended.
And is also sub for 1 year, so you should probably follow her stream. Also, G-Man, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back, dude. Your heart right now, this is the first time you see me get this far. Lucky? Oh, I've done it a lot of times at this point, man. Like we were at Cinder yesterday, literally. Like but yeah, there's still some stuff left. I wouldn't get too excited. I know it's hard not to, but really I would not get overly excited just yet. Cause you never know. That's actually really cool that he followed that up. I think that helps this part a little bit. Oh, well, of course not if he turns around. Come on. Chase me. think I probably have time to grab that. Oh, triple buff? Wow, okay. I thought I got lucky the last time we made it there. Basically, that's like the best you can get on that. That's really good. Barzito, what's up, dude? Oh boy, that arrow. That's okay. I try to push the limits on like the stamina on that just because I want to... Like, I definitely don't want to run out before that part with the dudes with the spears because they attack you sometimes. If I ran out of stamina from rolling one of those, I'd basically be able to get hit by a second one or the guy with the sword pretty easily before being able to sprint again, right? I used to actually use a blossom there, I think. Even they know, the night guys. The triple. Pidmeister, thank you for the good luck. Alright, I guess we're just doing attunement. And, endurance was actually kind of important as well. I'll do a bit of both. I mean, we don't really need that much endurance for princes. We'll do 14 and 17 attunement.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Love how they use Sigmayr's quest to help you eventually find the slab. What's after this run? So in 15 minutes. Oh, you mean like what are we doing after this? It depends on how we do. If we don't do it, then I might do one more attempt and that's it. And then if we do, then I guess we'll see. I can only really stream for like another hour and a half anyways at the most because I got some stuff I gotta do after, but we probably... Honestly, we might just end if I finish this, because even if I did Demon Souls, like, I don't even think I could do half the game in an hour and a half. That'd be pretty fast. So, it really depends. I mean, I could play Smash, but I don't know if I want to play it for like an hour or two, or hour and a half. But, I mean, I guess we'll see. Like, I might do one more attempt on this to try to get it really quickly. But that also wouldn't really leave much time. What do you think of a 66 strength split leaf plus twin axes, 15 faith? I've never actually used Curve Wolf Greysword. That sounds pretty cool. What does the Curve Wolf Greysword do? Why am I jumping off the roof? I'm trying to get my health to a percentage where this ring works. It only works at when you have like a certain amount of health, and it does it boosts your damage. I need you to finish this tonight so you can move on to Demon Souls. All right. I am Puzzy. What's up? Boosted your damage. Curve Wolf just gives more damage and healing on successful attacks. Oh, I see. That sounds pretty cool, then. So yeah, something weird's happening here where I have the bonus from Red Tearstone, but it's not working. I'm pretty sure I did less damage on that fight. Like something's missing here. I thought I was missing this ring, but like the game's giving me Red Tearstone bonus, but it's not actually working though. I just like, that was really distracting. They should have died really fast compared to that. Oh no, wait, it's plus 10. It's plus 10, that's what it was, my bad. Okay, thank God. I was gonna say like, how is it giving me Red Tearstone but then taking it away? Like that's, yeah, so plus 10 apparently makes a huge difference on that, holy shit. I wonder if that's like a more significant upgrade than any other increment. Yeah, that would explain it. That makes me feel a bit better. I'm like, why is the game not giving me Red Tearstone damage, but it says it's working? Oh boy. Alright, I got a level again. I feel like attunement would be smart on this, but it would just stop me from having to chug as much. Yeah, but endurance on Cinder actually matters. A little bit. Do 18 and 17. Handicapped himself and still won. That's what I mean. Like, you can't really be showing up to this run thinking I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do whatever I'm supposed to do. It's more like you got to do what you're supposed to do, but when that doesn't go right, you still have to play the game. You can't just play. You can't play the run. You have to play the game. Otherwise, you're gonna fail because you will forget stuff. I think everybody's going to. I just happen to do it more often because I suck. Hey, old lady. Yes, you. You want to buy the soul of our prince? Have I gotten to second phase in Cinder on this run? No. No, both the Cinder attempts were the same attack, pretty much the same part of the fight, roughly. Did I kill the tree? You don't actually have to kill the tree to beat the game, so I technically didn't. Oh, did I not put it to the right segment? There we go. Is there a way to just grind Cinder? Yeah, I practice him every single day, man. Every day I do this multiple times. But ultimately, the practice doesn't really account for the things that have gone wrong. It doesn't help that. Which it makes me feel better, because at least it's not like super obvious, like things that will be redundant in terms of like if I don't perform it, like I'm not performing it right at all, if that makes sense, versus I'm pretty much doing all I can. Hey, I actually got it in 2:16. That's not too bad. All right. Finally done. Jesus Christ, man.
GG Squill Hype will hashtag charity.
Jesus Christ, dude. That took way too long. I'm sorry for anyone that had to watch that. Like I said, it's not even like that
Easy
exciting because
peasy.
I just wanted it over with. Like I'm not even like I wasn't even enjoying that too much. But I'm happy it's over though. I'm definitely happy about that.
First
That
try.
we should have had this happen like 2 weeks ago at least. Jesus, man. V-Sweat, thank you, dude.
Did what a rush. What
Welcome to all
a
bosses for us.
rush.
Shut up.
Watch
Don't-
this.
Don't
Watch
make
when I
people.
get the grenade launcher. Look at that. See how fast
Oh,
my
man.
pace is? Right in the fucking head. Yeah. Got a fucking 112, baby. That's right. You see that clutchness? I am fucking clutch. Hashtag charity.
Griff, thank you very much as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't make people
Hashtag
think I'm
charity,
doing all
hashtag
bosses.
great success.
I'm not Faraz. I'm not doing all bosses. I'm not. Hey, do you want to play Smash for an hour?